You know, when you told me about this, I didn't believe it. I didn't believe it until I saw it for myself. Look at this picture. Or they say, Anthony, I'm about to text you. You gotta look at this. You gotta look at this. I'm gonna text you a picture. Take a look at this. And I go, you think I want to see this? But this is the kind of stuff that comes out. And you know what? A lot of times it's people who think they're healthy. Because they missed a step, just like I told you. They heard, they went to a seminar, they talked with somebody, they decided they want to be healthy, and they stopped eating certain things, they turned around and started eating healthier things, but they did not cleanse. And guess what? It's still there. Because they did not apply anything that's going to get down and dig that, eradicate that stuff out. And this is why later on in life, they come down with some type of disease. And they say, man, he was eating good, he was exercising, he was running, but he didn't lay the foundation. Let's move on.
Is that a word?
That is fecal debris. That is food that did not come out. Remember we did the math? People, I was working with a young lady and she said, well, Anthony, I don't have time to be going to the bathroom every day. I said, Angie, how often do you go to the bathroom? Maybe once a week? I said, mercy. So I still, you know, this is what they would do to me. This is what they would do. I'll bring my green drinks, and they would tease me. I look like he got it out the toilet, and crack all type of jokes and things like that. I let it get to me. I still lay the principles of health and tell them how to cleanse and do things like that. They would listen and frown their nose. But you know what some people do? They start doing what you tell them. They may not say, I'm going to do it. They'll frown their nose at it, and then before you know it, God start working on the heart, and they'll start doing it. So make a long story short, this particular young lady realized that she needed to go to the bathroom. So she went on the plane, just like I told her about. And she called me. I'm driving down the highway. Anthony. I've been doing clean. I said, you? She said, yes. And I just don't want to be talking, sounding gross on the phone, but you won't believe what came out of it. She said, I'm telling you the gospel truth. She said, I had to go outside and get a stick. She said, I was able to lift it up. And it didn't break apart.
Is that the bentonite clay that does that to you? Is it the bentonite clay that makes it slip out like that?
Well, what happens is, see that debris lines the coat. It's lined there. You know, like we mentioned, if it's firm, it's been in there too long. So just imagine you take dough, you take some, when you first put the dough, let's say the flour, you put it in the bowl, and then you add some oil, you add some water, you may add, some baking powder or something like that, and then you add your little, milk, whatever you make your bread with, and what happens to it? It starts to get firm. So just imagine all those different types of foods entering in as water, as flour, or various things like that. But once it gets down in the colon, what does the colon start doing to it? Start kneading it. So then it becomes one long strain of waste in the colon. And then when you start doing your colon cleanse, what happens to it? It starts pulling out. Sometimes it comes out in long chunks. Because it's all connected. Does that make sense? All right. It's kind of,
But now, can you buy something that says colon cleanse and take that?
All colon cleanses is not right. I didn't realize that until I did my
But
own
now,